welcome to Godly Thoughts with Mkoma Tasi. Today I want to read from Ephesians 3 verse 20, which says, "Now to him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we can ask for, according to the power that worketh in us." You know, when we come before God, sometimes we are very limited in terms of what we hope to get out of our relationship. In terms of what we think God can do for us, we are limited. We think we are expecting too much from God. We think God is not able to do this for me. He usually does this. That's what he is able to do. I know of some people who ask for God for very little because they believe God is able to do that. When it gets too much, they don't. Because their self-esteem is projected onto their idea and understanding of God. I have traveled to places where a believer prays for $1 million US. And they trust God so much for it, they get it. And I've gone to other places where a believer cannot trust God for $1,000 US because they think it's a little bit too much. You need more faith for that. I've gone to places where churches just pray for a stand, but they cannot believe they will build within a month or two, or hope to have anything better than that from God. I'm here to tell you that he is able to do abundantly, exceedingly, above all that you can ask for and think. Now, I want you to take down a piece of paper. Let's do an exercise. If you have this time, take down a piece of paper and write all that you can think of and imagine that you think you need. When you are done, remember, God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above that. According to the power that worketh in us, according to the power of the Holy Spirit, if you believe strongly that God can do it, even faith, if it is as small as a mustard seed, you believe God can do it for you, God can and will. We are tired of Christians who only pray for food, and not even good food, just to survive. We are tired of Christians who pray for a place to a place to rent, and not even a nice place, just in the hood. We are tired of Christians who pray for clothes to wear, not even the nice ones, just something. God is not the God of the bare minimum. When it came to giving, he didn't just give you everything else, he gave you even his son. Just look at the world he created and look how lavish it is. There is so much to look at. If you travel around the world, you'll see that God never ran out of creativity when it comes to something that he wanted to add into. Abraham was called a friend of God. Do you know how much Abraham had? Jesus did not travel with large amounts of money with him, but he knew where money was. Anytime money was required, Jesus would say to his disciple, "Go there, take that money and come and give them." Jesus knew what needed to be done to get the job done. When they needed an upper house to rent for the Lord's Supper, Jesus knew where it was. All he did was refer them to that place. When he needed a donkey. So don't say Jesus was poor. Jesus did not live a poor life. Jesus lived a contented life. Let me ask you a question. If you need a car right now to travel to some place, do you know a place where you can just say, tell them the master needs it, and they'll give you that car and you drive it to wherever you want? If you need a house to stay for 1 year, you can just go and say, go, you will see a man standing next to the house and tell him the master needs to use it, and we will move in there. If you need to pay your taxes, do you know a fish where you can just go say, go and get this fish, cut it open and take the gold and sell it, we will have enough money. Jesus knew exactly where everything was that he needed. It is not poverty, it is being efficient. If I know where a private jet is that I just need, and I take it and I use it, I am not being poor. He just didn't hoard things and gather them around himself. He only used them when he needed them. So I ask you today, are you trusting God with your life? Or you're simply asking God for the bare minimum because you think that's what he is able to do? If you look around you, do you see the world as just being the bare minimum? God is able to do more. Trust God for more this year. Ask for more and trust him. He will do it. Otherwise, ciao.